This short film that you're about to watch is actually the result of me attempting to help my 6-year-old son get over some nightmares. And so lately we've been having some conversations about how to face our fears. And one day he said to me, "Dad, I don't think I'd be as scared of sea monsters if I could learn a little bit more about the ocean." And I said, okay, so we started watching some YouTube documentaries and about deep sea exploration and stuff like that. But another thing I've been wanting him to understand is that fear is a choice. You can choose to be brave. You can choose not to feed into your fear. You can choose to not be so afraid by centering your minds on good things and not bad things. My kids actually inspired my idea for this short film when I noticed them playing around with their iPad one day, making a movie about fighting a big blanket monster. And that idea sort of simmered in my brain for a while, and one day when my brother paid us a visit, we decided to combine our forces and put this thing together. You've been in a lot of Daddy's product videos and commercials and stuff, but what's it been like being in this short film that we made tonight?
It was fun, hard.
Yeah.
I did a lot of mess-ups and stuff. I looked at the camera a few times.
Oh yeah, gotta be careful not to look at the camera. But you did great.
Yeah.
And this is my other son, Toby. He provided behind-the-scenes assistance. What was your main job?
The glass.
Placing the broken glass cup on the floor.
It was also tiring. I almost fell asleep a couple of times.
Because he had to wait. You had to wait there for us.
The very first time we did it yesterday, I put pillows, a blanket, everything over. I was just waiting there forever because you guys kept messing up.
And these are the lights we'll be working with. Over the years, I've accumulated quite a few bits of lighting gear from a company called Neewer. I love their lights. They're affordable. They're good quality. So we're going to try and light this whole movie with Neewer's lights. Oh, and did I mention this is going to be a oneer? Yeah, we're going to do this in one take with a 6-year-old because I like to suffer. The scene starts in his bedroom, so this is what we were going to light first. This is the NL36AI bicolor portable light that I'm using. I'm just sticking it in this lamp right here because I want a certain color temperature of light in his bedroom. I want it to be a very warm, safe feeling. To give the illusion that there's a warm colored night light down here and to cast a little bit more light up onto Teddy when he climbs out of bed, I have the BH20B video light stick. I actually use these quite a lot in my product videos because of the soft, diffused light that it gives over a long area. In the hallway, I needed a little bit of ambient light here, but the hall light itself was just way too powerful. So we stuck this magnetic handheld light stick. It's the RGB1, and I love this light. The battery lasts forever. We had it stuck up there for about over 2 hours during rehearsals at about 20% power, and when we were done, it still had all 4 bars of battery power left. Neewer's lantern softbox, the NS65L, makes for a nice little ornamental looking central light in the kitchen, and inside it I've placed at 80% power the SL90 RGB LED video light. I love this light. I happened to have this in the background there. For its size, the amount of power that it puts out is phenomenal. I use this a lot in my product advertising because it's just so portable and flexible. My brother and I had a lot of conversations about making the light make sense. And so we have what are called practicals. Those are lights that are actually visible in the scenes. But then we have other lights that are just, they're necessary. Like when Teddy comes over to the fridge to get some water, there needs to be light, but it needs to come from a direction that makes sense. So we've got another portable light stuck to the hood of the stove and some floor lighting to cast what is hopefully perceived as spill light from the ambient lantern softbox over by the kitchen table. We started with the BH30S wand light, but we switched to the TL60 RGB, which gave a much longer beam, and it's just a lot of fun to play with. For the master bedroom, I've got this light panel set up to cast some light onto the bed where Teddy is going to come and stand. It's only about 15% power, so hopefully it'll give the illusion of there being a night light on in the next room or something like that. But there's also this light here to provide some spill light from the kitchen. We have to light Teddy somehow, but not too much. So we stuck some paper on here to focus the light on him specifically. I wasn't thrilled with the outcome, but we were trying to get this whole thing done fairly quickly. You only have a 6-year-old's attention span for so long. I wish I had taken some more time to dial in the lighting. The light in the bedroom was too hot. The bathroom spill light should have been like maybe 5% power. A lot of little things I might have changed. Like this kind of thing. It's like the shadow just keeps growing and growing and growing, but it's more than just a shadow. It's something physical.
Are we gonna try it?
Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Lastly, the effect that we got really excited about were the lightning effects outside the windows. We used the CB60 RGB light, the MS150B, the MS60C, and the PL60C light panel, which is probably one of my all-time favorite video lights. All of these have a built-in lightning scene effect, and these lights, you could sync them up so that the lightning effect is the same all around, but we weren't in a situation where more than one window was going to be visible at the same time, so we didn't need the lights to be in sync, synced up. One last light I forgot to mention was this little portable stuck under the table. There's a shot that needs to reveal some broken glass at Teddy's feet, and we realized that no matter how we lit the scene, there just wasn't enough light down here on the floor to reveal the broken glass. So we just stuck a portable light at the lowest setting under the table, hit it with a tablecloth just to give us a little bit of extra light. You can see it in the finished picture. I don't like that, but it was one of those things that we had to do, and we were running out of time, so you know, that's how bloopers happen, guys. That's how a Starbucks cup makes it into Game of Thrones. Overall, it took us about 10 hours over the course of 2 days to make this short film. The vast majority of that time was mostly planning and setup. Not to mention the hours of post-production work, from the camera frame rate to the color grading to the audio mixing to the masking out of certain areas of the frame. The editing turned out to be a lot more involved than I was expecting. And if you want a breakdown of all of that, let me know in the comments, and maybe I can make a separate video going into more detail about how we achieved a cinematic look. But I spent many days leading up to this, just thinking about it, even walking through the beats, the story beats with my camera, planning out my shots, thinking about it. And then when my brother got here, we spent probably 6 hours just setting up the lights and figuring out all the kinks, where the movements were going to happen, how to get my shadow out of the way. Nope. We did 13 takes, and the 9th take was almost usable, but we decided to break and try it again the following night and just give it a couple more tries, and on the 4th take, we got it. In the end, this was a super fun process to share with my brother and my family, and hopefully teach Teddy a little lesson about the power of positive thinking, the power of light over darkness, the power of purity over evil. And to really hit that point home, I ask that as you watch the film, to listen to the sound of the rain. Enjoy.